Hi there and welcome to a video that I'm really looking forward to doing, which is the subjunctive video. So, those of you that have never heard of the subjunctive, I will explain it in a minute. There are some of you who might have heard of the subjunctive, possibly if you're studying for G.C.S.E. or A.L.F in Great Britain, or if you're preparing exams anywhere else, America for example. This will be a word that teachers will use and they will make you feel that this is the most complicated thing in the world. They will probably give you some nice examples of this to try and get into your speaking or your reading, your writing exams. And that's true, because it really does demonstrate that you understand something which takes place in French, which doesn't really take place in England. There are a few localised examples of an odd form of the subjunctive, but it doesn't exist in the same way in English. So, watch the video, okay? I promise you it's easy. It's something we use every single day when we speak. It's practically impossible not to use this tense, okay? So, let's have a quick look at what the subjunctive is, and then we will look at the regulars. Now, I will be doing another video, a fair few videos, on irregular subjunctives, because like most things there are irregularities, but most of the verbs you already know to be the irregular ones. So for example, verbs you know in the future tense where you've had an irregular block, a lot of those will have an irregular subjunctive. Verbs where you've had irregulars in the past tense, a lot of those. So a lot of these same verbs will crop up as the irregulars. But to be brutally honest with you, even the irregulars, there's a very, 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 very easy system of finding them if you use the logic language learning method. Right. So let's get straight to this. So I want you to think of the subjunctive as being about two clauses, two people doing different things, okay? Two parts of a sentence. So let's say let's look at how English works. So if you had, Luke wants me to come, Mary wants Joseph to help, Daniel wants Judy to buy something, okay? So listen to the format that we're using in English. We are saying person one, okay, wants, or insists, or demands, or is scared that, whatever. So let's look at this. So Luke wants me, and then the long form of the verb to come. So those of you that have worked with me, it's the infinitive, okay? So I want you to learn. So I want you, yeah, or I want him, yeah, I'm using the object to learn. Now, scrap this, okay, because in French what makes the difference is the word that. So let's have a look at this little model I've written here. So we have instead person one and their verb. So the first part starts exactly the same. So I want him to come. I want that he comes. So the first two are going to be the same. Then we're going to have, for this model of the subjunctive, there are obviously differences, this all-important that word, and that is what is going to link, okay, relatively, is what is going to link the first bit and the second bit. You are going to have this juncture between the two bits, the subjunctive. So, I want that, my little cue for that, you learn. Not I want you to learn, I want that you learn. So let's just try doing some sentences where I tell you the sentence in English and you're going to put it in this format. And the thing to remember is that you need that word, okay? So Mary wants Joseph to stay. Mary wants that Joseph stays. Luke wants us to improve. Luke wants that we improve. Notice we improve, because the second part will be a full subject, it will be a person, yeah? So Luke wants, we improve. My dad wants me to email. My dad wants that I email, okay? Second part has to have a proper person, I email. One more, you do this one. She wants me to eat the chocolate. She wants that I eat the chocolate. Good. Now, so now let's look at this in French. If we are saying she wants that I do something, This is where the subjunctive basically comes from. You will now be hearing the word indicative, kicking around, okay? You will be hearing this word kicking around. And what is the indicative? The indicative is something that has been every single verb you have learnt up until this point, okay? It is indicating what is going on. So for example, I come is indicating that I am coming, okay? I'm telling you this. If I make this negative, that doesn't change things. I am coming, I am not coming. I was coming, I'm indicating that that's what was happening. You might say, oh yes, but Luke, sometimes you use the future. You say, I will come. That can't be indicating what's happening. No, because you're telling me, quite certainly, I will come. I would come. Again, you're saying, yeah, but Luke, there's an element of doubt there. That's not to, no, because you're saying, I would come if you did this. So this is indicating what is happening in the sentence, whether it be in the past, the present, or the future. Good. So basically, anything that is not subjunctive will be indicative, and this sounds really waffly and boring, but this is going to help you find the subjunctive in a quick way. So let's go back to our model. I want that you learn. If you said, I want that you learn, and you look at the second bit, if you said you learn in exactly the same way that you said you learn if you're telling me for a fact, then it doesn't quite ring true. So for example, if you say you learn, let's think of this indicatively. It's telling me you are learning. It's saying that is happening. Okay, you are learning, you learn. Yeah? If you say I want that you learn, you're not actually learning at that point in time. Okay? Let's make this symbol. This is going to be our subjunctive symbol, the shaky hand. So if you said, for example, I'm not sure that Luke is German. I don't think Luke's German. So I'm not sure that Luke is German. Now, if you said Luke is German, you're saying that indicatively. You're telling me that you think Luke is German. Green light. Luke is German. Luke isn't German at all. So if you said, I don't think that Luke is German, the second bit sounds a bit weird. It sounds a bit, well, it shouldn't really be there. If you say, I want you to come, so if you say, I want that you come, okay? You come, indicative, means yes, you are coming, you come, okay? If you say, I want that you come, well, you might not be coming, it's a little bit, okay? So this is the idea behind this. So we will look at this again in a moment with what I call the indicative theatre. So let's just look at how we form the subjunctive first, okay? So, let's just practice some so we can get them in our mouths in French as standard, and then we will look at when we have them and we don't have them. So, first things first, you will have already used the subjunctive, I am very sure, because your A verbs, as I use in my method, ER, as some of you will be using at school or college or university, are verbs which everybody, apart from the nous and the vous, are going to be using exactly the same format. So, for example, if you said, she wants me to eat, she wants that I eat, elle veut que je mange. Remember the that has now become a que. She wants, elle veut que that I eat, je mange. Your je mange will be exactly the same. Okay? So the only endings that are different for the subjunctive with an a regular verb, okay, are ion, which we've heard before. We've heard in the imperfect, the was, and ie for vous. So, for example, Luke wants me to dance. Luc veut que je danse. Totally normal, same as normal. Luke wants you to dance. Luc veut que tu danses. He wants you to dance. Il veut que tu danses. All the same. Anytime we have nous or vous, we're going to use our ion, ie from the imperfect. So, she wants us to dance. Elle veut que nous dansions. She wants you guys to dance. Elle veut